Good evening, Twitch. Good evening, Internet, and welcome to another episode of Malt and Magic, the Forgotten Kingdom of Nyland. We are on episode 34. Slowly approaching that year mark, but getting there. As always, my usual thank yous go out to Hero Forge for our character creation, to Tabletop Audio for the ambience, the background effects that you hear, Roll20, should we get into any encounters. We've been using that last couple of weeks. Incarnate for the mapping tools. I'm sure I'll forget some here, but I will give our huge shout out to Battle Bards for all our sound effects as well. If you are looking to get some sound effects in your game, please do go check Battle Bards out. Use the code that's on screen, Malt and Magic, when you register. That'll get you a nice cheeky discount off any sound effects and allow you to make your game more immersive. We are available on other media now, so if you want to catch up on things that have been happening or revisit past episodes while you're working or while you're cleaning, whatever, then please do go check out our podcast on your podcast platform of choice, and go give it a listen, go give it a nice review. 5-star rating is always helpful. Not that we're begging, but no, please do go check it out. Also go check out the website. There's not too much up there at the minute, but as we grow there will be more and more up there. There's character intros at the minute and a way to contact us should you need to. Other ways of getting in touch is always our social media, so please go check us out on Instagram, on Twitter, and check out our YouTube channel as well. And finally, before we get into it, please do go check out Tales of Tilnar, hosted by Samau, another D&D show on YouTube. Really good fun. The episodes just keep getting better and better, and they've also got an amazing artist doing some of their artwork as well. It's phenomenal. At some point I might just have to steal them away from Simone and see how he feels. No, we'll see what happens. Anyway, as always, my usual warnings apply. There will be adult humour and adult language, but let's go.
Yes, mate.
Well, that was
I had
different.
the volume turned up in my headphones.
It's a new.
And when it went dun dun dun, I nearly fucking my ears are bleeding.
I was going to say, I was listening to the master output, and that's quite a lot louder than what I listened to, and I was like, okay.
That is amazing. So we have a new theme tune, if you can call it, our own score. We do own it. It is ours. It was made for us. So I have to say an absolutely massive thank you to Achilles, who has composed that for us, composed that score, looked at the video, managed to make it for us, make it about us. It really reflects what we're trying to do with the stream, I think, and what we're trying to do with the story. So a huge thank you to Achilles. You can go check him out on Instagram, so instagram.com/Achilles A Composer, the same tag for Facebook, and you can go check him out on YouTube at Achilles Keyboards. I will make sure that our social master gets that out on social media later. But once again, Achilles, if you're watching, a huge thank you to you, mate.
Yeah, thank you very much. That was absolutely amazing.
Thanks.
Good stuff. So the lineup. I am as always struggling for words. So I am Matt Isbell. I am your dungeon master for this evening, and I also play the character of Bothrid. I'm going to put my teeth back in while we go around the rest of the line.
I'm Danny, and I'm with Stupid. I play Ander Hornraven. To be fair, though, I had to double check because I'm on reverse.
Do you know what? I was just going.
That
That is really impressive that you managed to do it the right way. I was like, that's impressive. Well done.
Were you doing like,
Oh my god, I'm going to see that in the repeat now.
Oh dear.
I'm Samau, and I'm playing Kirik, Grave Tusk, and Let's see if I can pull another blinder today. Who knows?
Yeah.
You can't top it. It's only downhill from here.
Oh, it is. That's it. We're done. You know. I'm Dave. I play and play Dagon the Goliath. I didn't know that 7'8" people could run that fast as of last week. So.
Yes, and so in a previously on Malt and Magic, our heroes, having landed on the Isle of the Dead and dealt with some evil tree stump-like creatures, you found yourselves face to face with a small force of ghouls and ghasts, seemingly led on by a rare variant of ghast known only as the necrophage. After a furious, frantic battle, you all emerged victorious, but not alone. Stepping out of the shadows, an arrogant, pale yet handsome elf-like individual greeted the party and led them to a conversation with his master. Taking the party then into the Sundered Keep, you met a court of vampires known only as the Shadow Court, who sought to ally themselves with you in the hopes that a bargain could be struck. An unknown force known as the Darakul had driven the Shadow Court from their home, and the bargain was, in return for Vraco, you would get rid of the Darakul and allow the Shadow Court to return home, allow that Shadow Court to return to its former glory, and in return get the life of Vraco, or have Vraco spared. The leader of the Shadow Court, Duke Orfeo, was not very well prepared to meet you boys, though. Instead of giving them a home, Ander revealed himself as the heir of Nylin, and a new bargain was struck, Vraco for Ander. Not willing to pass up such a prize, the trade was agreed. Ander prepared to say a final farewell to his allies. Yet again, with this group, the bonds of friendship proved to be too much, and Kirik, out of nowhere, not willing to leave Ander behind, cape of the mountebank, dimension door, straight out of the court, allowing himself and Ander to get to safety, triggering a chase scene. So using those precious minutes that afforded to, and the party have exerted themselves, have made it to the Winter's Tale, fighting back a pair of vampire thralls as they did so, and now find themselves up on deck, having rescued Vraco. You are exhausted. Everyone needs to add a point of exhaustion to their character sheet. Kirik, you also need to take a point of inspiration for the majestic RP last week. It was fantastic. So far, while you are on the Winter's Tale, the Shadow Court have seemingly chosen not to pursue. It is unclear as to why.
How far away are we from the island? Are we still in cloud?
I'm going to say that about half an hour has now passed. So the island is being left behind at this point. But in the back of your mind, you now begin to think, or it now becomes apparent, that you seem to be making more enemies than you do allies. And so we begin tonight's session.
Yeah.
Can you tell I'd planned the recap this week?
Yeah. Thinking very similar to exactly what you've just said.
We're going to rip that shit, mate, and do whatever we want.
If we were all still in the group or anything else like that, then come up to you guys. We don't seem to be making many friends, guys. And unless I'm very much mistaken, they're going to want our blood. We have just taken their quarry.
Quite literally.
Yeah, very good point. We've just taken their food source, one or both of them. We've just run from them, and they were able to get Vraco when he was out and about. They openly said that they would happily side or have sided with the Dark Eladrin, and have only decided to make us a deal because we were there and they can't get hold of the Dark Eladrin. They are going to ambush us again, I think.
Yeah, I worry that my biggest mistake was trying to banish them by revealing myself as Geth's bloodline.
Oh, I don't know. It was a good go.
Well, I suppose the only good that came of it is I had a slight vision of Geth, which I think could be the one positive in this, well, the silver lining to these fucking clouds. But what I do worry is that that's going to get back to the Eladrin. He already wants the prophecy, and now he's going to probably realise that me, are key to that. So we may see him sooner than we may want to.
And in a fight against the Dark Eladrin, they're going to be standing right next to him if we don't do something about it.
We couldn't even defeat him when there's one of him if he brings friends.
Yeah, however, you did seem to do quite a lot of damage to those bastards as we were running away, and the only reason I didn't sit there to finish him off was we needed to get out of there. Our train was leaving, so to speak. Alright, so why don't we just go back and just kill them off? Alright, they can't have rested, we haven't.
I like that you used thieves' cant for train is leaving, which is obviously means horse and carriage.
That's the one.
Yeah. I don't know if steam combustion has been invented yet.
Thieves' cant, that's going in.
I do agree that I wasn't looking to make allies with the court. I think that was clear.
I just wanted my friend back.
Yeah.
Yes, I think we got lucky. I think next time they won't be as open to hearing us out as they were.
No.
I think, Anda, you're right. The lineage is your lineage is going to get back to the Eladrin at some point, but I think that was a matter of time. Either he would hear it from someone else, or he would learn it by studying. We don't know what he's doing. That's our problem. We don't know. We keep going. We keep going about without information. We've been together for a couple of months now, and we've been brought together by this prophecy that we still don't know what it is. And we've taken on a couple of other urgent matters that needed attended to, and I think I stand by what we did, but I think at the end of the day we need to start figuring out what force has brought us together, and because that might be something that might help us, and we need help. If that isn't clear.
I mean, it could even be the case, knowing how deviously clever he is, he may even know about my bloodline, and that's the reason he groomed me as a child. Not like that. It could be the reason that he set me on the path that I was on, because he knew he needed me, but just not sure what for, or how I tied into the prophecy, or whatever he wants with Nylin.
Was he with you since you were a child, little? Or when did he? When did he?
From like the age, only from like 10 to 15. So my formative years, as it were. And then I was rescued, is probably the word you could say, by Johannes.
Yeah, I think we need. That's what we need. We need information, and we've needed information for a long time. But I think now we can talk to Vreko. We can try to figure out what happened to him once he's recovered and feeling better. But I think at the end of the day, it might be a case of dropping him at the Malt Masters, resting, and heading off wherever we need to head off, wherever we think that the journey leads us next. We've done this. it's not a favor. Obviously, we didn't do this for the Malt Masters. We didn't do this. We did this because we wanted to. We wanted to get Vraco back, but
Yeah.
I think if there's something bigger going on than what the Malt Masters know, then maybe we just need to go on our own path for a little bit, and we'll keep in contact with the Malt Masters, obviously. But I think there's something that we don't know that is big, and we need to figure that out.
I mean, we have the same goal as the Malt Masters ultimately, which is to save Nyland, find out what the prophecy is. But I think we might be able to be more straight and true with that cause now, because we've always said for a while that we wanted to go to Shiverspire. That was probably the next port call, but it went up through Mountaineer and across the mountain pass, which was obviously going to take a long time, which is why we always kind of put it off. And with the Dragon probably being out, Zapanir being out that way is probably a bit more tentative, but we've now got this airship, and if the Malt Masters and Captain Swift, I suppose, agree, we could just use this ship to skip straight to Shiverspire or whatever destination we choose.
I happen to agree with you that I don't think it's something we can afford to do, to just keep going back. We've got to start making these types of decisions. The more time we waste, the more time the Eladrin has to act on the information he's going to get. Whatever he's doing, whatever the vampires can't get hold of him for, he's doing something. He's not having a siesta. So, yeah, the quicker we know more information and the quicker we do actually start making some friends, the better.
So are you suggesting that we don't even return to the guild and we go straight to wherever we want to go? It
so happens that on this occasion, our next destination is past the keep. And we also currently have a unconscious Vraco who may need a little longer than a day to recover from the hardship he's just been through. And as much as I want him by my side, if he's not okay, he needs to get okay, because those vampires are coming back and he's the one who's going to know about it. We still don't know what he did to piss him off. They gave it away that there was something, and we need to know what that is before we go up against him again, because we might be able to have the upper hand, not just in combat, but actually something that forces them out. You know, the other thing that we could try is just go, get out or die. They seemed pretty proud, and I don't know whether that will be a harm to their, you know, to them, a slight, or whether they would take it because they want to, they're not living, but you know what I mean. They want to stick around. And maybe Vraco does know that.
I mean, do we have the advantage of the fact that as long as we're in a place that has sunlight breaking through the clouds, we know they can't come at us?
Is that what was stopping them before? That why all those clouds on the island?
Based on my knowledge of what I've heard about these creatures before, yes.
So we need the sunlight wherever we go.
I can deal with that.
Oh, I knew I liked you.
Mephisto might have some necklace of day balls. I don't know. We can only ask.
And whatever floats your boat, but come on, we're talking seriously at the moment.
I think
At this point, Gore comes up with 4 cups. And sorry to interrupt, friends, but long day. Figured you could use something to warm the bones. And he hands out 4 glasses of whiskey. And got this bottle from your masters, leaders,
Thanks, Gore.
whatever you want to call them.
Very nice.
Your dragonborn friend is resting but not awake. No matter what we do to help his wounds, seems to still be resting.
I'll go. I'll go
fear-
check on him in a bit. I want to have a closer look.
I was going to say he's probably lost a lot of blood.
There were
Does Ander
many
know what
bites.
blood transfusion is? Before he suggests
Maybe a
it.
medicine check.
I will.
Don't think you have dragonborn blood.
I'm O negative. I'm a universal donor, mate.
Sake.
Oh, an
Yeah,
8.
fuck all.
An 8.
I know what blood is.
You know what blood is, but transfusion?
I will not suggest it. He has lost a lot of blood, so we need to take care of him. That's all I'll say.
His wounds are closed now, but perhaps it is the spirit which now must take time.
And we hope he comes back as quick as possible.
We will look after him.
Agor, do you know how long it will take to get back?
Well, the captain, she tells me it depends on the wind, but should be around the same time it took to travel in first place.
It was about 10 hours, right?
In that
10,
case, we
12
should probably
hours?
rest up, boys.
It was a little longer than that, wasn't it? About a day.
We should definitely eat, sleep, and get ready for our next encounter.
Other thing,
Gore, sorry to interrupt.
by all means.
Just, I'm sure you all are already, but keep an eye out for anything coming near the boat, no matter what size it is. Apart from my owl, of course. Just tell us if anything turns up. We don't know what horrible things may or may not, be able to creep up on us.
No problem. Geo has taken liking to New Crow's Nest. I think perhaps it is the solitude.
Yeah.
But anyway, the other thing, Feltag's memory has seemingly fixed.
It's
At
fixed.
least
How does that work?
remembers us all now.
Oh, cool.
Well, he knows us. I think there may be still gaps, but yeah.
Did he? Did he say any more about what he was talking about before when he woke up?
You mean the crazy talk? No.
Oh.
If you wish to ask him, though, I have no need.
Yeah, we didn't make the best impression the last time we asked him. Maybe we'll take it steady this time.
At least this time he should know you.
You got a good point.
Cool. I'll leave you to it. And go, turns around, disappears back from the other end of the ship, and you can see the crew are sort of, having seen the state you came back in, and seen the state Vraco came back in, they have sort of left you alone to your devices at the minute, just not wishing to interrupt, not wishing to distract you from what is clearly quite an important decision-making process that's going on.
I'll go check on Vraco. I might even try to top him up a little bit, but then I will be taking a rest.
Hey, Kirik, can you take this dried ephedra? I don't know whether it will help or not, if anyone knows to use it, but it was some of the stuff that we knew would help make healing potions. just take it with you if anyone can help or not.
Sure thing.
And you some dried ephedra.
Okay. So, Kirik, you head down, sort of below deck, and go to where you know the sort of various chambers to be. And actually, Vraco is laid in what's almost like a newly formed central barracks within the sort of central spine of the ship. And there's various bunks around that you can sort of tell who they belong to, but Vraco is laid at the far end on just what looks like a spare bunk. And there is colour beginning to come back to his scales, where they were a pale blue. Some of that vibrancy is starting to return. He has been dressed in a new cotton shirt and just sort of leather trousers. The rest of his equipment gone, probably still in the keep. The one thing you do notice is that where he previously had a holy symbol, there is nothing there anymore. So that is gone as well.
Mm-hmm.
Where previously, from the glimpses you had seen the many bite marks, they all seem to now be healed or healing. There are still a couple, and you can see there's still a couple of scratches on his body, and what looks like a patched up wound to the side, but ultimately he's looking like he's physically mending somewhat.
Could I try to, particularly on that wound that's patched up, could I try to ascertain if he's under like any condition, like is there something? Is there like poison? Is he like poisoned, or basically I'm worried or slightly concerned why he's not waking up, or is he just exhausted? That's kind of what I want to try and ascertain.
Make me a medicine check, please.
Disadvantage because of exhaustion.
Mm-hmm.
9.
It doesn't look like the wound is, as you peel back sort of the dressing, it doesn't look like it's festering or rotting, or doesn't look like there's any poison or anything there from what you can tell. It's difficult to ascertain why he's not yet woken up.
Okay. Okay, I will just, in case, I'll kind of place my hand on his forehead, and I will say a prayer to the Raven Queen and ask her to protect this one from Patch, and I will cast Death Ward on him.
Okay.
So, for the next 8 hours, when he would die, he just goes to 1 HP instead. So, yeah.
Okay.
And I will.
Anything else?
After that, energy kind of releases. I will find a place a quiet place, and try to. I'll take my armor off and try to get some sleep.
Okay. So you do sort of nearby Vraco, there's a couple of spare bunks, and you just sort of spend 10-15 minutes taking your armor off, laying your weapons down, and then you just sit on the bed, sort of fall back, and that exhaustion washes over you, and you close your eyes, and all the world melts away. And Dargon. You
Can't hear you, Danny.
Small technical issues. Go again.
Right.
I'm refreshed. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, we can.
I've got this funny frozen face there. So, I also need to rest. I mean, Kirik is checking on the so think I might go down to. I want to say movement. Towards the guy.
Your mic is not great at the minute, mate. I think I got what you said.
Down to the moved.
That's going to be great in the podcast. Okay, so you head down below and you go and find Mover, who is sort of in the kitchen as per usual, and he sort of takes one look at you. Wow, you had a day.
I don't really want to talk about it. Can I just have a Danish and then I'll go get some kip, if you'd be so kind.
Sure. Small meat pie, do you?
That'll do. That'd be fantastic.
Pulls out a small meat pie that's sort of wrapped in this muslin type cloth. Hands it over. Enjoy.
I'm going to eat it like Boffred.
So you literally go. And he stands there and goes, elegantly done.
And I'll use the muslin cloth to wipe my face. And I'll go get my head down.
Cool. So you go find a bunk next to Kirik. See that Kirik is already sort of snoring. And you go and rest your head as well. Boffrid follows not long after, saying very little. Still a look of part confusion, part anger, but he just sort of takes the bunk directly next to Reiko, takes off his equipment, lays down, and he too just is out cold. Doggone, you're the only one left up on deck.
Yeah. So I stay up on deck. I shall summon Azazel out of the pocket dimension. Well, Azazel, you'd be glad to know we're off the island. You wouldn't mind keeping an eye out tonight, please. Anything that comes near the boat, squawk, let us know. I'm gonna be on the top, on deck. You'll be able to find me if anything bad happens. Go on, go fly. And I will then go and find my my old place where we came back on the boat. I think there's a little section next to the stairs on deck, and I will sit down with my armor, and I will close my eyes and go to sleep.
Okay. So Azazel sort of launches off your arm with a bit of a hoot, and you just, as your eyes close, you just see him looping around the airship. As sleep overcomes you all. Everybody make me a wisdom check, please.
Ah, fuck. Disadvantage, right?
Oh yeah.
Yes, still at disadvantage.
That'll be a 7.
Okay.
I'm happy with a 10, with a +0 on wisdom.
I'm +0 as well.
9.
Oh wow.
9.
You got
Roll
like
a
plus a
4.
million.
Okay.
I roll a 4. It's only +5.
So as sleep overcomes you all, it is not a dreamless sleep. Each one of you, like before, experiences visions, dreams, scenes, sensations that are somewhat alien to you, but you do manage to capture clear images from them. And you see water all around you. and almost like a zoom in, you fly through this water, zoom through this water, and find yourself looking upon a sunken city.
Oh, fucking hell.
As you approach the sunken city, still zooming towards the main gate, which is rusted, bent, covered in barnacles, you are just about to impact the gate. All goes black, and the face of Gareth flashes before your eyes. You then just get flashes of red, blue, black. But outside of that there are screams, sounds of the dying, and behind that a very subtle but a very clear chuckle, a malevolent chuckle. And then, where the face of Gareth was before, another face appears, a face you are familiar with, and those piercing red eyes look at you. The mouth curves up into a smile and you hear that malevolent chuckle. Dargon, you too hear sounds of battle as you are taken to a plain, sand all around you. As you look left and right, there are what look like angels, and ahead of you there are grotesque figures, some with forearms of claws, others with multiple arms, some like tigers but hands bent round the wrong way. And there is this huge battle raging. Behind this army of horrific creatures, you see these very malevolent, very evil looking black walls, and atop the walls a lone figure. Long black flowing hair, skin the colour of blood, and they watch over this scene with the look of satisfaction, a look of pure, almost glee, as death reigns around him. I'll say him, actually, it's quite clear from the stream. As you sort of zoom up to this figure,
do I recognise
long
any
black hair
angels around me or anything, by the way?
bear with. As you zoom up to this figure with this long flowing black hair, you now see these huge great black horns that grow out of its head, a tail that whips around behind it, and then there is an almighty boom as your vision turns and you just see what almost looks like a giant nuclear explosion just growing out of this centre, and all goes black for you. Kirik, you find yourself in somewhere that you recognise. The first place in Nylin you ever saw. The village of Greenflower. You see it though as it once was. Plush, green, filled with crops, children dancing around happily. And then, like a storm, wind picks up and you see the green grass swept away, replaced by brown cracked dirt, this dry grass, the buildings almost obliterated, dust forming everywhere. The children, or what were children playing, now turn to you, their faces mangled, their eyes empty and their tongues hanging hungrily out of their bodies as they now scramble towards you on all fours. Behind them, out of the ground, one hand, two hand, bodies rising and rising and rising. All around you now, the undead. And the village of Greenflower is gone. Instead, you see not one village, but two villages. A city. Two cities. You find yourself drawn across and back out of Nylin as this black, brown colour sweeps across the landscape. And then you zoom down towards Greenflower once more. And as you turn, the face of the shaman, unceremoniously murdered the first time he landed in Nylin, looks at you. And you feel pain as you look down and see a blade driven into your stomach. And as that pain strikes, all goes black for you as well. All three of you are then awoken by shouts and calls. You now feel the deck of the whole ship is now rocking and being buffeted and side to side. And you can hear the shouts from up on top deck. You can hear Charlie's voice calling out orders. You can hear what sounds like Brallan yelling out orders as well. You also hear the very subtle but quite clear female cries of terror. You recognise as Geo's voice. What are we doing?
I'll get up, grab my shield, look at my armor, realize I don't have time to put it on, and make my way up.
I will wake up and immediately look into the eyes of Azazel to see what I see.
And Azazel is actually now battling to try and get back to the airship as this storm-like wind has just increased around you. There are thick clouds, rain is battering against your face, and it's unclear now why you weren't woken up before. And as you now look around and you sort of come back from Azazel's, you see in front of you Feltag shaking you. Doggone. Awake.
Yeah.
Awake, friend.
I'm awake. What's going on?
You must help. Storm. And as you look around, you see the storm clouds, cracks of thunder and lightning crack around the balloon. Someone must get to Geo. She is trapped. We must try and weather this out.
Where is she?
Where she always is. And he just points up.
Fine. I'll go get her. So I will run forwards to where I've seen her go up there before.
Yeah, so you see this sort of rigging type rope-like ladder, basically, that goes from the edge of the ship and goes all the way up to the top of the balloon. Make me an athletics check with disadvantage, please.
Oh, I had to be disadvantaged, didn't I? Because I rolled a natural 20. Athletics, yeah?
Yeah.
That's still an unnatural 20.
It's still an unnatural 20. So despite the wind and the swaying and the ship being thrown around in this turbulence, if you like, somehow you manage to just sort of keep yourself, and slowly but surely you climb up. And it takes you a good 10, 15, 20 minutes as you slowly climb over the balloon, and you can see that Geo herself is just hunkered down, and the wind coming across the top of this balloon is incredible. It is everything for you to just hold on and slowly make your way to the crow's nest.
So as I get there, I'll be like, Geo, I need to get you down from here. All right.
It's too windy.
I know. We need to get you down. Here, grab hold of this rope. I'll get some rope out. We're going to tie each other together. Alright. I'm used to climbing stuff. I'll get you down. Then I'll get down myself, okay? You get down. So I'll wrap the rope round her.
So you sort of crawl a bit closer and you can see she's hunkered down and she looks and the wind, the rain buffeting you. She can barely open her eyes, but she sort of just sees the rope and sort of manages to snake it round herself. Sort of looks at you, and the look that she gives you is the one of utmost trust, but also, please don't let me die.
You're gonna be okay. Feltag's down there. As soon as he sees you, he's gonna grab you. Alright? I'm gonna slowly let you down, but you are gonna climb. The rope's here only for safety. Now go now.
Okay. Pull up Geo.
Matt, have we completed a short rest?
Yeah. This was going to be my next point. You have slept a full 8 hours.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
So you've had a full long rest.
Does it count that we've eaten before we slept?
Technically, you didn't.
No, I didn't.
Only
You're
Under
absolutely
did.
right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
So I still need to sleep. So I'll leave that level of
Clever
exhaustion.
boy.
Yep.
So Geo is going to make an athletics check with disadvantage.
There's an advantage if I'm helping, isn't it?
So this is for her to. It doesn't matter anyway because she's managed to get it. But this is for her to simply
That's
sort of
fine.
hold onto the rope and make sure.
That means our 10 temporary hit points have all gone.
Ah, yes. You're spot on. So that will
Indeed,
be
it does.
you on 78 and
Aye.
I'm on 90.
and did Bothrid get any? Or is he alright?
No, there was just the three of
Didn't
us.
get any.
There we go then. And we're
So
back up to full
everybody
health.
should be on full health.
Yeah.
But everybody except Ander currently has a point of exhaustion.
Yeah.
Okay, so Geo manages to hold on to this rope and then swings herself onto the sort of the rigging where she climbs down. You can see her, as the wind buffets her, she just closes her eyes and just slowly lowers herself down. Makes it halfway. No, that's a 7, not a natural 1, we're all good. Slips a little bit. But as she slips and catches herself, Feltag is then there and grabs her arm and pulls her down. Sort of pulls her into a hug and then points to the deck, and you can see a Geo ducking, sort of runs to below deck. You coming back down?
I am, yes.
Okay, make me an athletics check, please.
Still disadvantage? Yes, because I'm exhausted.
No, just straight away, yeah, for you, if you're exhausted, yep.
2 12s, so that is 21.
21, so you managed to get halfway fine, just almost using the wind to help you descend slightly. Make me another athletics check, please.
20 again.
20, and this time you just rather quickly almost slide down the rest of the ring and swing onto the deck as you now look up to where both Bralin and Captain Swift are holding on to the wheel just to try and keep the ship steady and stable.
So I will... Is Feltag around?
Feltag is currently at the door, and you can see he's looking around, making sure everybody else is in. Gore then appears from the top deck, and you can see he's sort of struggling a little bit. Feltag reaches in, grabs the small goblin, almost throws him down under deck, or under the deck, down the stairs, and then turns and sort of waves at you over it, being too loud now with all the wind and everything going on. At this point, Kirik and if you're both awake, I know, Kirik, you said you were jumping up without your armour and stuff. You run up, and now you can see, you've seen this play out. You've seen Dargon jump up and climb the ring, Geo come down, you've seen Gore being thrown in, and you're just sort of stood there. What would you like to do?
I'm going to turn to the captain and I'm going to say, how did the storm just sneak up on us?
We thought we could beat it. And you can hear the sort of shouted over the wind. It's very faint, very broken. Quicker than usual.
At the sight of that, I'm going to look around, see if I can see anything or anyone trying to take advantage of this.
Make me an Arcana check, please.
Oh.
While doing that, I would run up to where Captain Swift is.
That's not bad. At disadvantage is a 20.
20. You can't see anyone or anything, but what you do notice is that there is a lot of magic seemingly around the ship. In this storm, you can just feel the magical energy in this storm. Anything else you want to do?
No, I didn't pack the spell. I will kind of look around and see if anyone needs help doing anything. And I will... yeah, that's going to be it. That's going to be it.
If I go to Captain Swift, how high are we? Can we get down? Is that going to help?
Can't tell. Cloud cover's too thick. Just trying to keep us steady.
Is there anything I can do?
Pray.
Not my area, but fine.
Get yourself below deck. There's nothing you can do now.
So, I will run back down and try and find Bothrid.
Bothrid is sort of now stood behind Kirik, looking out, just eyes wide, not knowing what to do. Enemies he can fight, storms. You can just see he's lost.
Bothrid, that staff you've got, it's about the seasons. Could this help? Could it do
Takes
anything?
it out and looks. He looks, closes his eyes and concentrates for a minute, and you can see over the next few minutes the colours sort of just bleed red, green, orange, white, and the colours flash and flash and flash. No. Not right. Not right magic.
That's alright, it's alright. We're going to try anything, Bothrid, at this point. Let's get inside.
Is everyone else in?
Just Captain Swift.
Captain.
And Bralin. Is Bralin next to Captain Swift?
Bralin, they were both just holding on. You see at this point,
just
pushes
before
past you and runs up, and you can hear Captain Swift shout, "Bothrid, go, no!" And then you just hear this.
Swivel around to see what the hell that was.
You see Bothrid has slammed his hand onto the floor, and where he slammed his hand, vines have just... and they are wrapped around the captain's legs, wrapped around Bralin's legs, and you can just see they are pulled taut down.
Immediately realising what he's just done, I'm like, Captain, it's alright. He's just pinning you in so you don't fly off. Sorry, that was a little scary.
Shit. Get in below deck.
Will do. Come on, Bothrid. Good plan, look, go in. Captain Swift, you've got that stone. If you're in trouble, you better use it. We will be there.
I was just about to ask, actually, using the sending stone, whether she can see the point of the storm or the eye of the storm from where she is.
Well, as I shout that, you can always try it. May I say that sorry, no, you will crack on with that. Andy, are you gonna try that?
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
You're going to do what, sorry?
I want to ask her if she can see either the eye of the storm or the point of origin of what the storm is.
So as you
Because I
sort of poke your head
suspect it
out
might
and
not be a
shout,
natural storm.
as you poke your head out and shout, her head flicks around. Not that you can see this because she is sort of up above you at this point. No! Bloody winds everywhere!
That's my plan out the window then.
So I will go back inside now if everyone else is, or I will go anyway.
Yep. I'll
with
follow you
Bothrid.
down.
Yeah.
Bothrid sort of brings himself, and you can see he's just sort of clutching on and manages to pull himself inside, and then slams the door shut and looks at you all. This is not good.
Yeah, what the hell's going on, guys? Is it connected to the island? There were clouds on there. Is this something to do with it? We're hours away from it now. We're miles away, but this... What the hell is going on? It'd be nice to get some ideas.
I mean, I've got a stupid idea.
Dumb, it's sarcastic. Go on.
I don't know. I've never tested this spell or this power yet. Would it be helpful for the ship to be any bigger or any smaller?
Speaking out of character, scientifically, a smaller thing is going to get battered way more.
So if I was to make the ship, so from my understanding of when I learnt this spell, I can cause any creature or object to become larger. So if I made the ship larger, would we all get larger with it? Would it?
I think it'd just be the ship, but also again, you're going to make a bigger object. So it's either going to be smaller and therefore get battered around more, or bigger and it's going to be a bigger target for the wind. Probably neither here nor there.
Yeah, also, if the steering wheel gets bigger, Swift won't be able to steer it.
Plus, her legs are currently, trapped to the floor with vines. If the ship gets bigger, she does the splits. So just be very, very careful.
I didn't say it was a good idea. I just said it was an idea. But I was hoping she could see the eye or the origin of the storm, because this doesn't seem natural, and I was just going to fire something out towards the eye of the storm to see if it hit anything or anyone, and to try and, I don't know. This isn't right. Something's amiss. I feel powerless. There's nothing I can do to help. All the weapons in my arsenal, and I've got none that I can use.
I would say at this point, if I can, and obviously we can stop it, but at this point, after having a sleep and a bit of an adrenaline rush, Dargon feels a bit peckish and might just grab something to eat while we're talking. He's like, come on guys, what are we going to do? Alright?
Sorry again to our listeners' ears. Me and Dave have done that. Somebody rustle a crisp packet.
I'll go check that Draco hasn't fallen off his bed or something. The ship being battered around.
As you go down, you do see that Draco is on the floor at this point. Your armour is also all over the place.
Yeah, sure.
As the
That's
ship
fine.
is just to and from. You then hear which is the sound of Hedam very quickly, or as quickly as he can, sort of making his way forward. The storm outside.
Yeah, one hell of a storm. This wasn't you, was it?
No.
Can you do anything about this wind?
What did you see?
Not
It's
a
not
lot.
natural.
Was it? Was it not?
It didn't. It
Not-
doesn't seem.
not
It's not like
natural.
any storm I've been in. It's
Oh.
more akin to the storms I've seen Bralin and Hedam create.
Oh, well, that changes things then.
Well, I guess now is as good a time as any.
Good luck, my hero and a half shell.
And as he gets to the door, he just small gust of wind, and the door just slams and splinters as the wind now just sort of is whistling outside. And you'll sort of step back to take cover. You see Bralin just slowly holds one hand up, and as he steps into the middle of the deck, the runes on the back of his shell all begin to glow a very bright blue. The staff begins to grow blue as well, and he holds the staff up very slowly, sort of swaying around, struggling to hold on to it, and then reaches it up, and there is just of lightning that surges out. And as you all look now, there is just this glow of purple in the clouds as the lightning now builds and straight into where Hadam is stood. And he is going to take
Oh, shit.
Oh dear.
That's not good.
22 points of lightning damage. Resistance to. So it's going to be 11 lightning damage. But you see the shell and the flesh is charred as Hedam is pretty much almost bloodied by that. And you can see is now
Bloody hell.
the flash is bright enough, and you can see the deck is now splintered. As the light sort of returns to normal, and you can just about see Hedam is laid, staff sort of just rolling about on deck of the ship, just to and fro.
I
you can
race
just
out
see
to
the-
go and grab him then.
Okay, you can see the purple glow now around the ship. You race out. I'm going to say you grab Hedam and you just begin dragging him back. Make me a strength check, please.
Have I eaten yet?
Won't be a disadvantage now because you've eaten.
Yay! Bullshit. It's 13.
13. So it takes a significant amount of effort, and very slowly but surely, even in the wind, you just begin dragging him back. And as he comes to, he just sort of holds his hand out towards his staff, and just it flies to him. And you see, as it flies to him, that actually it is water that has rushed the staff towards him.
Oh boy.
Well,
You then pull him inside. and you
yeah,
can
as soon as
see
we can
just the
start to hear.
charred side of his face.
Well, that didn't go well.
Definitely not natural. Oof. This is something else.
Do you know what else?
Strange magic. Yes. No.
I would get out one of these standard healing potions I've got. Drink this before make you feel better.
1d4 plus 4?
2d4 plus 2.
That's
2d4
two.
plus
should
2.
be.
He gets 7 points of health back.
Cool. Yep.
Did you see whether it was possible, Hedam, while you were out there, to descend below the storm? or is the storm coming up from below us? Could you tell that?
The storm is everywhere. It is not a storm. It is magic.
Kirik, we can't be far from the keep now. How about we get a message to them to see if they've got the same storm?
Not happening.
I'm assuming
Very-
you may not have the power to stop spells like you have done for. Okay.
No, I was prepared just in case we came across another dragon, but not to deal with the weather, to be honest.
Oh, blimey, so unprepared. Ugh.
At this, Feltag
I can
is
do
gonna
fuck
look at you,
all
Kirik.
else as well. I can do fuck all else as well.
Feltag's going to look at you, Kirik. Might be a good time to put that armor on.
Might be. I'll start donning on my armor, which will take me, I think, 10 minutes. I will double check that.
Yep. You spend 10 minutes because it's plate,
It's heavy.
Plate.
scale mail,
It's scale mail.
scale mail. Yeah, it's going to take 10 minutes. If I remember rightly, 10 to 15 minutes.
Plus,
So you do begin.
plus 10 minutes for attunement. Is that what we're going with, or
Yeah, if you've
while
already
you're running
tuned to
for
it,
attunement?
then
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm just going to double check how long it takes. But yeah, carry on. I think it's 10 minutes.
Okay. So you begin strapping it on, and at this point, the wind just
10 minutes.
becomes this loud, piercing noise. You can no longer hear the shouts of Captain Swift and Bralin, and almost as soon as you manage to get the last strap done, you just feel the ship lurch as everything is thrown to the side of the ship, and you can just hear that of descent, and then
Boy.
there is a bright purple flash and darkness.
Oh dear.
Shite.
Darkness.
You all
Oh god.
Have you got
to-
a squeaky bum sound effect?
I was literally just looking like, what button do I press down here now? I'm like, I haven't got a clue. I'm just like, I have no idea.
Just like a muted heart in my throat type note.
I suppose what I probably should do is like, just do that.
Record scratch.
as there is then silence. And flashes of light as your eyes blink open. All of you are on your back, or on your backs. And as you each sort of open your eyes and come to terms, check yourselves for injuries. You are unharmed. The wind now dying off. As you look around, and I switch tabs to remember what I did. Andy, you open your eyes and you see a giant green tree sort of behind you. A couple of smaller trees and then a tree with sort of orangish autumnal type leaves. Kirik, you find yourself on a grassy plain. Well, it looks like a plain, but then you see small trees, and as you look about 50, 60 feet in front of you as you sit up, there is the beginnings of a forest. Dargon, you sort of come to and sit up, and you see 2 orange trees around you and another huge great green tree.
No.
None of you see each other, And
Bollocks.
Bothrid is nowhere near either of any of you.
Great.
Bloody hell.
As I check for injuries, I will kind of reach to my bag, realizing I haven't kind of eaten anything really. I will eat some of my rations. As I kind of look around and I try to find anyone or try to see if there's any trail of debris as we crashed.
Make me a perception check, please.
Still a disadvantage?
If you've eaten, I'll say no.
19.
As you look around, the ground is almost undisturbed. There's no signs of wreckage. What you do see in the air, however, is still these thin wisps of purplish energy.
I will. So I'm standing in front of the forest is about to begin, right?
Yeah, so you're sort of in this field basically, and about 50 to 70 feet in front of you, the tree line begins to a forest.
I will look around, pick a direction. I will kind of turn to facing the forest. I'll turn to my right, and I will start walking. Yeah. Would I know what direction the water is? Having seen the map before. Cool. Natural 20 for a 25.
And I'm going to say do so at disadvantage, sorry.
How convenient.
For a specific reason.
19.
19. I figured that'd still be the case anyway. So you sort of look at your surroundings and you see the beginnings of the forest, and you turn. You get the impression that the coast, if you're facing the forest, the coast is behind you. You don't know how far, but the coast is behind you. You almost get the feeling like you are facing north as you look at the forest.
Okay. I will then kind of turn to what I believe to be east and kind of stop walking, keeping an eye out to see if I find anyone, really.
Okay. Ander.
So, I'm surrounded by autumnal trees, basically, right?
Well, you're surrounded by some normal green trees and then a couple sort of sporadically in amongst these other ones. They're orange and yellow leaved. So they look autumnal.
So, seeing that I'm alone, I suppose the first thing I'll do will get out my sending stone and see if Captain Swift comes back to me. So I'm like, did anybody else survive? Is anybody else out there? Into the sending stone.
You get nothing back.
Having known, well, I only know of one forest in Nyland. So I will say, help me in Sylvan.
Make me a charisma check, please.
Check that
In
out on the
fact,
game log.
Hold.
Oh, I've got 20
I am going to
there.
say make me a... No, it doesn't matter. Make me a persuasion check, because that uses your charisma. So you can use that roll and just add what additional...
Okay, it would have been a 24 then.
24. You reach out and you feel that familiar presence almost within you, that connection, as you reach out and say, help you, or help me. Find your friends, Xander. They are close. All is not well. Get out of this forest. And quickly.
Fuck.
Can you give me any more than that? Can you tell me which way to go, where my friends are, how close I am to the edge?
I do not know. Move, Xander. Quickly.
Okay, so I'm assuming there's no evidence of a crash landing, and I'm not
Make me a
hurt.
perception check.
I'm really good at perception, actually. 21.
You look around, and again, the ground is not disturbed. The trees don't look as if they've been hit by anything. There is no sign of a wreckage. You are just on your ass in the middle of the forest.
If I look up, can I see any sun, moon, sky,
If you
or
look
just
up-
canopy?
You can see patches of sky, but there is a lot of canopy.
Okay, then I will. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. I'll go that way,
What was that? West?
which is, as I'm standing, northwest. But fuck knows what direction it actually is.
10
Okay,
o'clock
so-
to when you landed.
Yeah.
Yep, okay. So you begin to make your way in that direction. You sort of weave through the trees and trip over branches. Kirik, you begin to continue to follow the tree line round. Dargon.
Can I either bamf Azazel to me or call psychically to Azazel if he's nearby?
So you reach out and Azazel appears.
Bams. Cool. Azazel, you need to be my eyes and ears. Can you fly up and see if you can see anything around here? Look for the ship. Look for any of the crew. Look for Ander or Kirik. I will look through your eyes as long as I can. Go.
What's the range on his sight?
So this is going to be a very good question. Dark vision 120 feet. And then what else have we got? Let's have a look through. Just as an advantage on perception. The other thing then about Find Familiar in particular is I can control my familiar within 100 feet, but I've already kind of told him what to do, and therefore I believe I can see for as long as I want to, but just can't control after that.
Please hold caller.
Yeah, I was just going.
It's a really interesting one, actually, trying to work out what you can and can't do, and it's one of those ones that I think it's probably on a per game basis.
Does it make a difference whether is it one of them things where you read it and it's like, well, it depends where the comma is in the sentence, depends on what you actually take from it. Is it one of them sort of ones?
So I am going to say Azazel spins up through the trees, and in order to see through his eyes you actually have to stay still.
Yes, so I will stay still.
I'll
I'll hunker down.
Unbeknownst to anybody else, but your eyes actually are covered in this golden sheen as you now look through Azazel's eyes. If anybody's seen Aragon or anything like that, it's kind of similar to that when he sees through the dragon's eyes. Your eyes almost become owl-like, and you see Azazel sort of flying up through the trees and then is out in the canopy, probably 80 feet above you at this point, and doesn't fly too far, but manages, being significantly above the tree, sort of looks out now and sees a figure moving steadily. Can't quite see who it is. However, you do notice that this figure is moving in a field.
Still within 100 feet, or has he gone slightly further?
Oh no.
Gone further? Oh no, sorry.
The familiar's within 100 feet, so
right.
Probably getting to the edge of that distance now.
So I'll just say, so telepathically, Azazel, come back. Wait, can you guide me to that person outside of the forest? We need to get out of here. I think I know what forest we're in.
And Azazel hops onto a tree branch and then turns and looks at you.
Go this way, yeah?
And he hops, makes his way further to the trees. And you begin to follow Azazel. And eventually you come to the edge of the tree line, and as you look out to your left...
I'm stealthing.
Okay, roll me a stealth check.
Nice. 21.
Okay, so somehow...
I don't know how the fuck you've managed that.
Did you roll a 21?
19 plus 2, yeah! Not even got disadvantage anymore because I've got the light armour.
So you manage to sort of just slowly and steadily follow your owl familiar through, and you come out at the edge and you see to the left of you a familiar half-orc figure, the sun glinting off the silver-ish scale mail that he wears, and you see Kirik wandering seemingly away from where you were.
Can I try and catch up with him? Not.
Do you want to?
Oh God.
It won't be a stealth if you run.
Yeah, no, I was just trying to work out what I was going to be able to do. Yeah, try and catch up. When I'm within safe distance, I will not shout out, but I'll be like, Kirik, Kirik. Kirik, you alright?
I'm all right. Yes. What have you seen any of the others?
No. It was literally just you. Azazel saw you, so I came out. I don't know. I just woke up in the forest. I couldn't see anyone else. There's no like wreckage or crash or anything. We didn't fly over the bloody forest, did we?
We might have done, and I have a terrible feeling that
Bloody hell.
Something worse might have happened. If there's no wreckage.
I can't see any. Azazel, could you go up and try and see anyone else? Any wreckage, anything? If you find anything or see it, come back.
Flies up and begins to just sort of circle around you, 100 feet distance, looking. Ander, what are you doing at this point?
Feeling like I'm probably not getting anywhere on my travels and I'm just walking aimlessly in any direction at this point, I'm going to try and climb a tree to see if I can get a vantage point. Also, is the canopies preventing light getting in? Is it dark or is it, can I see? Do I need my goggles?
Dim light.
Alright, don't need me
Dim
fancy
light.
goggles
You can
yet.
still see. There's still shafts of light coming through, so you can still see them. It's just not bright.
I will try and
light.
climb the top of a big tree then so I can hopefully look out over the canopy.
Make me an athletics check, please.
We all know what happened, don't we? It was a one. 2 altogether.
I have to take a picture of the game log for that one.
Is that one as well?
As you go to climb a tree, there is just this as the branch comes away and you fall smack on your ass. And as you do, there is a who's it?
Help! As the winds took out of me a bit.
Under.
I'm over here!
And out of the trees, you see Bothrid come bumbling over towards you.
Whee!
You also notice that he has his staff out and it is now green.
Ooh.
And he holds out a hand.
Oof. What's up? Thought I was by myself. Good to see you.
Good to see you're not hurt. I haven't found any of the others, but I've spoken to my spirit friend, and she says we need to get out of here as soon as possible. We need to find the others. All is not well. Now, this might be a naive question, because I've seen you do some crazy things with plants. Could you potentially ask the trees how we get out? Is that a thing you could do? Or could you feel the trees? See if you can feel a direction or a safe passage? I have no idea.
Bloody hell, Anders been on the moonshine. Bloody hell.
I'm clutching at straws, Bothrid.
How many twigs did you hit on the way down?
We've done
He looks
stupid
around,
things.
and there's a small bird that sort of twitters on a branch, and you can see his eyes narrow, and then he tweets. Now opens his mouth and the sound of tweeting comes out, and you can sense the arcane magic in it, and this bird sort of turns and flies towards Bothrid and lands on his hand, and then Bothrid places one finger and touches it right on the side of the head, and again you feel that arcane spark as then the bird shoots off. As I just need to go, that one can be done at will, and that one can be done at will. Fucking love druids.
So my idea was half right.
Yeah, you didn't quite have to speak with plants, but
Speak with animals.
beast sense and
Nice.
speak with animals and beast sense. Yeah, so the bird sort of flies up, and Bothrid just goes very still, and you can see his eyes have sort of glossed over this shiny black colour, and then the bird returns.
There are figures this way. Couldn't get close to see him, but maybe Darwin and Kirk. Or
Lead the way.
maybe someone else. Come on, little birdie. Show us where to go.
And the bird, much like Azazel before, is hopping, sort of swooping from branch to branch, and eventually you and Bothrid are led out beyond the trees, and you come to a grassy field, and you can see, as you turn left out of the trees, you can see two figures slowly moving away from you. One certainly Goliath in stature, the other one you can see the glints of the silver armour, the purple hair from a distance up in a sort of man bun.
So we can see them now. I will grab Buffer's hand and run. Attempt to bring him with me, run towards them.
And you yank Bothrid. Bothrid just sort of lets the bird go. Okay. Yoink. And you run towards Kirik and Dargon.
Spirit Guardians.
And we are going to take a short break there.
And we're back.
We are. Welcome back. Chance for everybody to take a big, deep breath.
Hyperventilate, you mean?
I got a little bit tense there for a minute. So, having exited the forest, Kirik, Dargon, you now hear rushed footsteps coming up behind you.
I immediately turn around, ready to cast Magic Missile.
And as you turn, the spell forming in your hand, Bothrid just stands there and goes, whoa!
Oh, guys, Jesus.
It's you.
You're all right.
I'm so glad I found you. Do you think we are where I think we are?
Where do you think we are?
Failiad.
Then yeah.
Yeah.
What's the weather like?
hold.
It's not time to talk about the weather. We need to get to safety.
I don't know, I was just trying to make conversation.
And,
No, carry on.
as you say the words... As you say the words, Failiad, it's almost like the sound echoes throughout the forest.
Oh,
It's
good.
almost like there is a whispered just Failiad, 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 Failiad.
Perhaps, Ander, you don't say the name again.
Yeah, if you remember, my spirit guardian told me to call on her when we reached this Failiad forest, and it's safe to say the only message she had for us was leave. If I paraphrase, so we must find the others and we must get to safety.
Did you see any of the other guys? Any wreckage? Anything?
No sign of anything or anyone.
Go
I only
back.
found
everyone
Buffett
make
because I fell out of the
perception
tree.
Yep. And again, what's the weather like? Are we bright sunny day now, or still cloudy, or full on rain storm?
There's a few clouds in the sky, but it's generally sunny.
6.
6. What about Captain Perception?
7.
Ander?
I rolled a 2.
Here we go.
I rolled a 2 as well. If you dare roll a
20.
2. Hey, that's the better 2.
Nice. Buffett rolled a 10. So, as the rest of you are discussing these various things, and you hear a... Hello? Hello?
Do I recognise
Anybody
the voice?
around? You do. Sounds uncannily similar to Feltag's voice.
It sounded a bit like fresh fish. Fresh.
Fucking rocks out of Failiad. Fresh!
Oh, the fucking hell, are we making the moon
Fresh
bright?
face. Fresh face for the morning.
Is the sound of Feltag's voice coming from the forest?
Yes.
Feltag, follow the sound of my voice.
Ander! Is that you? I did that in the fresh fish voice then.
Yes,
Fuckers.
I'm with Dargon, Kirik, and Bothrid.
Where's everyone else?
No idea.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Are you hurt, Feltag?
You then... No! And then you see him come out of the trees, and he looks almost pristine. Still has all of his equipment with him. He's just looking rather confused, if a Warforged can look confused. Just comes sort of bounding out of the trees and sees you and just like, oh. Well, familiar faces. Turn up for the books, eh? Sort of
felt
weird,
like I
mechanical smile.
are you feeling better? You don't really know what happened, do you?
Feeling better? You mean from the storm? Well, yes, we are. On land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we meant.
Oh, sorry. You mean before? Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
Good. Guys,
I know who you are now.
very quickly, there was purple crap around me when I woke up. By the look of your face, Ander, that was the same. Were you?
Oh, I remember flashes of purple before we went down. I just woke up surrounded by trees.
Did anyone else see purple
Make an
around them?
Arcana check, everyone.
19.
10.
Oh, I beat you. 11.
10. Kirik, you can still feel the magic around you.
Yeah, whatever. I feel like this isn't the last we'll see of that magic. Whatever has come across us is still present. Dargon, I know that you usually are able to detect magic. Is that something you can do without spending any of your power necessarily?
He just nods. Close my eyes. Open them again, and they're golden.
Okay, and as you look around, and I press the right button.
I'm going to throw in an Eyes of the Grave as well, because let's combo. Let's combo it.
That's a good
Okay,
combo, that one.
So with Eyes of the Grave, you see no undead. You get a weird sort of aura around Feltag, but it's not the same as sensing undead.
Cool.
With Detect Magic, Dargon,
Yeah.
you see a lot of... It's almost as if all of the colours in wisps are sort of spiralling up in places. So there's no single colour that you can see. It's almost like all types of magic are just bleeding in and bleeding out.
From around us, from the forest, from both, from literally everywhere, the field.
All around you currently at the minute.
Oh, fucking hell, guys. I feel like I'm tripping balls here. It's everywhere. Honestly, guys, absolutely
I've seen your
fucking
balls. I want
everywhere.
to trip over them.
Well, yeah. No doubt. These are ridiculous. Do you slip some magic mushrooms in my drink? Fucking hell.
Dargon, as
Nah, me
you
and
look
Bucket
at
had all of them on the way
Feltag,
here.
you can see a mixture of greens, blues, whites, a little bit of brown in there. He also seems to be a somewhat mixture of colours, even a little bit of gold.
I suppose that's sort of... And that's just different to what I see everywhere else. That is sort of a sustained thing from him.
Yeah, he just sort of fades in
And
and out of him.
I'm guessing that we're also glowing
revolving
like
gradient.
Christmas trees with all the shit around us.
Oh yeah, there's like fucking green glowing off all of you everywhere. That many enchantments
So-
going on.
Us shouting Feltag to guide him to us with my voice didn't seem to alert anybody else to our presence. We're not being bum rushed by anybody.
Make me a perception check, please.
Oh, I was hoping that was rhetorical. 9.
It is rhetorical.
9, you sense nothing else.
Yeah. So, do you think we could guide the others to us either with light or sound? Oh, no, it's daytime. I keep thinking it's nighttime. It's daytime.
Ander, do you want to try and see if you can get hold of Captain Swift? She had the stone.
I've tried the sending. I've tried it. There was no response. But then again, I am out of the forest now, so it might be different
But
outside of the magic of the forest.
that might
So
be worth
yeah,
a go.
I will. Captain Swift, do you read me?
How many times can you use that?
Oh, that's a good point.
Bugger. Let me check. In my head, as many times as I want. Once you cast it, you can't do it again until the next dawn. Oh, you bastard! So now I can't. Daggone. I didn't know that until I just talked into it. So I've never really used them before, so I'm using it, and I'm just getting
So
static
you talk
back.
into
So
it, and again, yeah, there's nothing back.
because technically I use it to talk to her on the ship. So I don't know. It doesn't seem to be working.
I hope that's not a worse sign than it already is. Feltag, did you see any sort of wreckage? Anyone else in there?
No, I saw the giant purple flash, and then these rather magnificent trees.
Anda, you said that your... Dashi, did you say that around us? That you talked to your
I did.
your guide? You said that we probably shouldn't go back into the woods, but I feel a little exposed out here.
Maybe we could walk along the edge of the woods.
I kind of like the idea of that. Shall we go in the way that you
Me
were
too.
going, Kirik? Shall we just make it that way?
Yeah, let's do that.
Keep
And
close.
I'll keep an eye into the tree line.
I'm going to keep detect magic up then. Full on tripping balls at this point, but I'm like, wow.
Just flashes all around you.
And I take my warhammer out. Stay close to me, guys. No one can sneak up on us, hopefully.
Okay, bear with me.
And I will get Azazel to also
Managing my DM
fly
life.
directly above us in the hopes that he can see something over the treetops as well. And ask,
Do I get
ask him,
the sense? Go on, you go.
I'll just say, and ask him to call if he sees anything. So, carry on, Anna.
Do I get the sense? This might also be a dumb question. That the trees, sentient is probably the wrong word, but do I get the sense the trees are either watching us or are comprehensive of what we're doing? Can comprehend what we're doing?
Make me a Wisdom Arcana check, please.
Wisdom's plus
So
0.
you should
So
only
there's no,
add your proficiency bonus to that.
plus 4. What? So just roll a d20 plus 4.
Yes.
That's even worse. 7.
You have no way of telling.
Okay. So, I will just ask the trees then. In Sylvan, probably. Failiad, can you help us find our friends?
And again, as you speak in Sylvan, the sound almost echoes and whispers throughout the trees. Dargon, your detect magic vision just flares, and you see what were just sort of spirals off the floor all shoot behind you.
Whoa, Ando. Whatever the hell you just said, and I didn't understand a word. That caught their attention. Christ.
And then you just hear...
Ah,
and a very large shuffling behind you.
does my
And
Warhammer
then-
buzz?
Behind us. Turn around if it's behind us.
Yeah.
Hey. As you all turn around, you see this... Where's the fucking description for this thing?
Oh, good.
This lovely fluffy bunny comes up and goes squeak, 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 and we all have dinner.
It's just
You
Captain
see
Swift and the
this
crew. They're just here.
huge, great, so gargantuan almost, slime-covered worm with these sort of almost like predator mouth and these weird tentacles that come out of it.
Nope.
And it sort of
Nope.
coils around itself, and then almost seemingly its head turns towards you. There's no eyes. Everybody roll initiative, please.
Nope.
Oh,
Nope. Nope, 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 nope.
thanks. Ooh, hello. Where have you been?
Where have you been all my life?
And
I don't
11,
actually
so
like-
come through.
Don't actually like going first.
What have you got?
I have a 20.
Ah, you are going first.
Natural or
probably.
unnatural?
It was unnatural. It was a 19 plus 1.
And,
I got 11.
Barthrid.
Hang on. Bothrid got a 20 but rolled a 17, so I'm going to say that Kirik goes first in that instance. I'll say Kirik. 21. Dargon,
Not right.
No.
I got 10.
10.
Ow.
And Feltag, seeing as he's here,
Come on, Feltec.
gets a 14. And I need to close a shit ton of tabs that I don't need because they're in my way. And we can flick over to roll 20 if you would like, David.
So if I asked for help and we got a big killer tremor worm, imagine if I'd have insulted the forest.
I can currently see the old map, so I don't know what I've done wrong.
Yep, that's my bad.
It's alright.
Bear with me just a second.
Feeling
There
confident.
we go. Roll 20 admin.
Totally run!
We're good at that now.
The
Hasn't been a dawn yet,
token
so
is
not
just
really.
a random token that I grabbed.
It hasn't been a dawn, right? Since last
No.
time. Cool. I thought as much.
Ah, yes, that button. Yes, one of them.
Oh shit.
It's just wholesome trees. It's fine. Everything's
It's
fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
really nice. It's really nice. It's lovely. It's lovely.
What am I missing?
What are you talking about? It's a picnic.
What am I missing? And where
If you go down to the woods today.
Let's see what we've got here. Are we? Oh, that doesn't look.
Oh, that looks nice.
I was like, I don't know where on the map I should be yet. Can we scroll down to the bottom, Matt? Whenever you, well, tell me when you want me to.
Oh, sorry. Do you need me to scroll down to the bottom?
No, that's all right. I can scroll down. Is that
Oh,
what
no,
you want?
yeah, I was
me
going to say, you get on with it now. It's done.
Lovely. Look at that.
to do? Let's try and do this
Probably
a little
wanna-
bit.
Come across
Is
the
that
right
is that a
area.
4x4 creature? Is that?
Oh,
Is
yeah,
that
that's a 4x4
gargantuan?
creature. That's
Oh,
gargantuan.
ho, 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 ho.
Not for long.
Right. Great.
Can you not show the players as well?
We've run away, we told you.
There we go. Right. Cool. So, let's auto roll that one. First up, Kirik.
Great. Really know what to do. Not used to going first. I'll tell you what, looking at my companions and kind of knowing the way they operate, I am going to... Sure, I'll summon my spiritual weapon with my bonus action immediately. Let's have it... spiritual weapon. 60 feet away from me, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, yeah, cool. 45 feet ahead from me, right next to this thing. Yeah, put it, sorry, 50 feet, so put it, yeah, there.
10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, yep, there.
Let's make it an attack. Oh, we started well. 16.
Is the magic number.
Whoa!
Okay. 16 AC. Great. That's going to be... I cast a second level, I should have said. So, I have 10 points of force damage.
Points of force damage. How's that blade?
As this feather is. And then I will move kind of southwest 5 feet. And let's move 1, 2, 3, 4 squares to the west. I will hold my action until the end of Dagon's turn. I'm holding Path of the Grave.
Okay, cool. So you hold your action. Bothrid, up next, is going to look at that creature, look at the green staff which is still in his hands, and then he's going to raise the staff up into the air and cast, when I find it, Moonbeam.
Woohoo! Damn!
Oh,
Yes!
nice.
Oh yeah!
So that's going to be a 5-foot radius cylinder. So he is going to cast it. Oh, I like that.
On the few occasions where we don't mind hearing the DM say, "Oh, I like that."
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking exactly the same thing.
Oh no, we're okay. It's all good. We're all right.
It's fine.
Yeah, ooh. Oh.
Give me just a second.
I presume actually, if you haven't got your cape back, I won't be able to wear bear because we're going on a day. So that's out the window.
No web hairs.
No bear bears.
Okay.
That's what I thought anyway.
And probably no blink axe. Is that on adorn or rest?
I can't go invisible either.
Bear with.
So while you're doing that, Moonbeam just shines down on that creature as Bothrid sort of points his
Nice.
staff towards it, and just this.
Yeah, it's twice per day, so no blink hand axe either.
No, I think that's only when it starts its turn now.
Yes.
Enters the spell area for the first time on a turn, or starts its turn. There it is. Yeah, okay, so it's next turn. But
Same as
within
same
movement
as
down.
Spirit Guardians.
Yeah. Cool. Feltag is then up. And you see him draw this great sword. Well then, boys. To battle.
Fuck shit up.
Is gonna sprint. Not stop clicking on the actual map that Dave's showing. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to get there in his 6 seconds with the long sword sort of drawn up.
Hey, at least we know it looks good if you keep confusing them.
And
Oh, no, we got
will
two
be
Anders.
Feltag. Oh, now
Yes,
we
I've got
do
it.
have two
That's
Anders.
why.
I haven't cast mirror
That's
image
why
just yet.
I wondered where Ander had gone a minute ago. I was like, anyway, with that, Ander, it is your go.
I will move within 30 feet of the creature, please. And I shall cast
30.
Reduce. So
He's been fucking itching to use that spell, hasn't he?
Nice. Nice.
I was going to use Suggestion,
Okay.
but I
Go on,
can't because he's in
roll
the
bad.
moonbeam. Con 14.
Roll it,
Ooh,
roll it,
con.
roll it,
So
roll it, roll
con
it, roll it.
14.
Yeah,
Worms
that's
have
gonna,
good
that's gonna roll.
constitution,
That's gonna
so-
roll high on the constitution on that.
It's a big thing. It's a big thing.
What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Rolled an 8.
Oh!
Get in! So. Well, I didn't expect that. I'm not prepared. So,
You're really not prepared at all.
so it's reduced. It's reduced by one category. So from gargantuan to fucking huge, and then
So it goes down
Official category.
to huge.
it's now got disadvantage on strength checks, strength saving throws, and 1d4 less damage.
Ooh,
Okay.
you
That's
cute.
big.
So
That's
dis
really big.
on strength, anything, and then minus d4.
Yep.
Does it have disadvantage
It's
on
constant.
attacks?
Disadvantage
Damage.
on strength checks and strength saving
So
throws
it's a
only.
strength. It is a strength check if it's an attack, so it will be disadvantage on
No,
strength.
it's two different. It's two different things.
Oh, is it?
It's
Yeah,
specified.
It's not a strength
Yeah, it's
check
specified.
if it's an attack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then, but it's, any damage is 1d4 less. But it's concentration up to a minute.
Big.
Okay.
And then
Big.
I will. I only moved 15 feet, didn't I?
Yeah.
I'll move
Yeah.
15 feet back again.
Can
So
you
I'm
maintain
far
your spell
away.
at that range?
Oh, touche. No, I will stay where I am. Good point. I can't
Okay.
even hide.
Dog
I'm
on.
in the middle of a field, so I'll just stand there like a twat.
I take it as it's still a mahoosive creature. I can still see it over Feltag's head.
Oh yeah, it's still huge. It's this huge coiled up worm. It's
Cool.
just gone a little bit.
So I will point my warhammer towards the creature, and I shall cast and say, "Guide my attacks," as I fire first level guiding bolt at it.
Okay.
So that is a roll too hot. So that will be
no.
a 16 to hit.
Yeah.
Cool. It's a 4d6 radiant damage.
4d6 radiant.
So that will be, because I didn't expect that to hit, I didn't get the dice ready. 16 points of radiant damage, and the next attack has advantage.
Okay. Kirik, you are holding your action. Unless there's anything else Dalgon wanted to do.
I will also move up my full 30 feet, so I'm presumably next to Fell Tag.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to there. Yep.
And I will bonus action do nothing else.
I've just
Okay.
noticed the little moving thing. It's shimmering, isn't it? Or is it my eyes?
It
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
No, it's shimmering.
That's cool, man.
That's what I said was cool.
That's very cool. Let me double check on something, just so I'm sure of some stuff.
It's like Jabba the Hutt on steroids.
With an attack. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so my Channel Divinity Path to the Grave shoots out, and there's kind of the gash that opens on the side of the creature and starts to kind of open up as it's going to get vulnerability to all damage on the next attack.
Oh!
Come on, Buffy.
Oh! Fuck shit up!
It's my turn next.
It's already gone.
After the creature.
So then the
Guess what I've
creature,
packed?
not being happy that it is now shrunk down,
But I've also given you advantage on it
is-
as well.
going to...
I've got the pesticide spell. Is that what I'm doing?
Something like that.
Like when you put salt on a
Oh,
slug.
bollocks.
What?
Oh, good.
Oh, shit.
It comes like acid splash or something.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
Can't
it is
borrow,
just
probably.
gonna
Oh,
open its
God.
tentacles and just... This green spray just emerges out and captures everyone. I need everyone to make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
I don't
Everyone?
need to make them.
Do I need as well?
I think
Natural
Kirik is
20!
out of the
Nice.
line of that one.
Yeah, just double check here, if you want.
I never get to make dexterity saving throws. 20!
I mean, yes, 60-foot cone is quite large.
Quite wide as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a
that's
little
gonna
bit
get
big.
you. That's gonna get you.
Yeah, sure, it's fine. Dexterity saving throw. It's gonna go great.
Dex saving throws.
Natural
So,
20.
Ander,
Oh my god!
I got a 20.
I got a natural 20, you got a natural 20, and Ander got a 20.
That's 21.
Nottingham plus 8.
I got 22.
Kirik, Nat, Dargon, Nat. Jesus Christ, guys.
I can also
Buffy,
use evasion
dexterity
to
saving
take
throw.
no damage at all. If I've
Bothrid rolled an
succeeded.
8.
See you later,
Oof.
Bufford.
Okay, so Bothrid the furthest
And-
away.
Feltag rolls a 9.
And it sees it coming but doesn't move. It's like, oh.
I think I duck behind Feltag at this point.
He just jumped on top of him, so
Okay.
like the acid just takes him.
Cool. So, anybody that fails.
I really need to get an acid splash sound effect.
DC Fuck me, that was loud. The DC was 18. So everybody that failed is going to take 39 points of damage.
Ooh!
Anybody that succeeded is going to take 20.
Ooh!
And a 0 for me because of evasion.
And a big fat 0 for evasion. So
Holy
39
moly.
points of damage to Feltag.
I think I've only got to use that twice the whole time I've had it since level 7.
Bothrid is going to take 39 points of acid damage as well.
What does that put him on?
68.
68. Thank you. I couldn't do the math on that one.
I will be back in a second because VMix has just crashed.
Whee!
Sure thing.
2 seconds.
Right, let's get a strategy on the go while we wait for Matt.
Oh, I'm
Fireball.
about to
No,
fuck
save
this
your
thing
bloody
up.
fireballs. Save those fireballs.
I'm about to mess this thing up.
Yeah, right.
It's not gonna be nice.
Vulnerability to all damage, right?
Yeah.
And the next attack has advantage.
Yeah.
Okay. You have the ability to roll a natural 20 on this, and probably split it in half.
I'm hoping.
And he's back.
aware.
Woo!
Is
There we
it?
go.
So, the half damage is 20, right?
20, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I put you on. What did I put you on? 70.
70, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ugh.
However, it also, because I forgot, is in the middle of a moonbeam.
Ah.
And I didn't roll a minus d4, so before we do all of that, can that?
Just for,
That is
for
minus
being,
4, so that will be 35 points of damage.
So we can
Just-
add 2 for anyone who saved.
Yes.
So just to be honest with myself, although I took no damage, do I have to do a concentration check because I dodged an acid splash for the reduce?
Yes.
That's an interesting one. Technically, no, but I like the idea
You
of
didn't
it.
take damage.
You didn't take
I
damage.
know,
Take damage. No,
but
you're fine.
it's one of the things where I'm concentrating and that is quite distracting.
But it's more of a quick dodge sort of thing. So I like
Yeah, I
I
suppose
do like
I'm-
where your head's at, but going by the rules, no, you don't.
All right. Cool.
I mean, if you want to, you can. I'm not going to stop you.
No, because I failed the roll now. I've built it up, so now I'm right. You've said no. I'll take your first answer.
Check your
I
HP,
also-
guys. Just make sure that I put it on right, but hopefully it has.
So
72,
Buffy's
yeah.
at 72.
Yeah. Cool. Then you're all good.
And Moonbeam. So, so you see these ghostly whitish flames around the creature. It's gonna have to make a con save because I forgot to do that one. That's going to fail.
Oh, it is. Oh.
That is a 10.
Beautiful.
Con save of 14, so it's going to take 2d10 radiant damage. That's d6s.
What's the Is it just called Sunbeam? The other
15
one, the
points of
Sun one.
radiant damage. Yeah.
Is that
15
what you
points of
can bring to
radiant
the
damage.
table, Kiri?
Eventually. I think it's like level 7 or something.
Yeah.
And back to the top, Kirik.
Oh boy.
Fuck shit
Fuck
up.
him up.
Fuck him up.
Seeing kind of the
Vulnerability
gash.
to all damage. Now,
Seeing.
with that vulnerability to all damage,
Ah!
would Moonbeam count?
Hits the cursed creature with an attack.
So it's a spell attack that's from that.
That was an
Is that a reaction?
effect.
Is Moonbeam a reaction rather than an
Yeah, I
attack?
don't know if it's an effect. That's the thing. Like,
It's an
I'll leave it
effect.
to you.
I am gonna let you.
Yeah,
the next
it's up to you, really.
Is it
I
sorry,
wasn't-
is
no,
it
I
the
wasn't-
is
I'm
it the
gonna
next
hold it.
attack or for one round?
It says the next time you or an ally of yours hits the cursed creature with an attack, the creature has
Yeah.
vulnerability to
Oh
all.
yeah, that's
And that's the thing. This is an effect, not an attack. So I'm gonna go with
Yeah.
Kirik's attack now.
Boy,
So
yeah, scuppered that.
cool.
Still would've
Seeing
been
kind
good. Just
seeing
double
kind
it.
of the gash that is open on the side of this creature, and it's now like purple, like vibrating with energy. I will move up to the creature
Like the brave cleric he is.
You're going to fist the hole.
Select mode. 5, 10, 15,
Something like
20, 25 there.
You're not too tired, Danny, to still be making inappropriate jokes. So we like it. We like it.
And I will. My hand's going to start crackling with necrotic energy and green energy. I'm going to put my hand in the gash. I'm going to cast a 4th level. I'm going to cast a 4th level inflict wounds.
You know gash means vagina, right? It's
You are fucking terrible.
Gash also means opening.
I know it means a wound. Vegan.
Okay, that's.
As you reach
Wasn't natural
in,
20.
just this. It was a natural 20.
It wasn't.
Oh, right.
You tease.
24 to hit.
24 I hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Double the damage anyway.
It is going to be double the damage.
Yeah, but
Anyway.
would have that been quadruple? If you'd done natural 20
Yep.
or...
It would have doubled and then doubled. 4th level inflict wounds coming up.
Sorry, you did roll with advantage as well, yeah? Because that was an attack. Yeah, okay, good.
That's quite good.
Have you got enough
That's going to
dice
be
for
58 points of necrotic damage.
58 points of necrotic damage. As my camera's frozen because VMix is going again.
It's having a moment!
It
It's
is.
all
It is
freeze.
having a moment, but I will describe it for you as you place your hand and the skin, the flesh just begins to wither away, almost like that Thanos snap effect that we've had. The flesh just begins to ash away around it, and then begins to reform again. I will be back in just a moment.
Oh my god.
He's got to be on the last level there, isn't he?
Well, I hope so. Guys, if anyone wants to use the amazing sound effects that we are using tonight, all the stuff that I've been pressing here, please do go to BattlePards. Use the Malt Magic code when you sign up, and you'll be able to get some cool little discounts. So we've got like a load of them set up here for all of the magic stuff. As I said earlier, probably do want to see if they've got an acid one kicking about, because might be quite good to get like acid and a bit. We've got a couple of the fire ones, but maybe get a few more things just to fill in the gaps and see if we can get any more sound effects going.
When I was looking through bard sound effects, I did, because they come up in alphabetical order, so like they do have like acid splash and arrow noises. So
it'd be definitely something you want to get, because obviously we've got a couple of the arrows, got a couple of hits and stuff like that. We even have I've even joined them up with a couple of other things that we've got. We'll see if we use them today. I'll have to remember. You'll have to tell me if either of us get hit to press some of the buttons I've got for that.
Okay, I am back.
Yeah,
Hopefully the mix is going to behave now. So it's Bothrid's go, and Bothrid is...
Not yet. I've got bonus
No,
action.
not yet, sorry.
No, you didn't!
Bonus action. Bonus action. I'm just going to move my spiritual weapon and attack.
Okay, so
No.
with that,
shove it in the gash.
I was
It's no longer there. Close that.
it's gone.
No. Yeah, that's going to be
no,
at
I got
13,
it,
so
I
it
got
doesn't
it.
hit.
13 doesn't hit. I hit the wrong button there.
It's alright. And then I'm going
now it's
to
Bothrid's
stay
go.
there. And the Bothrid's go.
Now it's Bothrid's go. So Moonbeam is concentration up to a minute as well. So he can't cast any more concentration spells. He is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. We'll get him to there.
Oh!
He is going to bonus action, place the Staff of Four Seasons on his back, pulls out his double-bladed quarterstaff, and is going to go to town. So, first strike is a 21 to hit, Second strike is 26 to hit. Can't use his bonus action because he's already used that. So it's 10 damage to the first hit, 8 damage to the second, for a total of 18 damage as this blade just spins around and cuts into this beast. Spell tag. He's going to go 5, 10, 15 to there. And with his greatsword, he's also going to go to town. So, strikes once for an 18 to hit, strikes twice for a 22 to hit, 13 with the first attack, 10 with the second for a total of 23 damage. Just slowly chopping into this creature. Ander.
Would you consider him engaged with everyone else?
Oh, absolutely.
Good.
You've got a clear.
Steady aim.
You've got a clear line of sight. Just smack straight down the middle.
Moonbeam as well.
So I will ready an arrow in my oath bow, and I will fire directly at what I perceive to be its head.
Well, there's this sort of weird. If you think Stranger Things Demogorgon, open mouth, but with these tentacle bits striking out, yeah, it's got one of those sort of heads.
I'll aim for that bit.
Cool.
With a 17 to hit.
Just does the job.
6 piercing damage. And come on with a sneak attack. 14 sneak attack.
Loving the new D&D Beyond game log. If you're not using D&D Beyond for your encounter tracking, I highly recommend it. I can now see everybody's rolls. Advert over. Anything else you wish to do on your turn?
Danny's rolls.
Does it? It needs to make a saving throw while it's under Moonbeam, doesn't it?
Yes.
So I will then, as a bonus action, use
Oh, beauty, yes.
Unsettling Words.
Is that a
So what I'll
concentration
do-
spell?
It's a bardic inspiration slot though.
In which case I'll shut up.
So I basically use one of my bardic inspiration slots. So then it has to subtract a 1d6 from its next saving throw.
Oh,
It's big.
The 1d6 is
And
ready.
the unsettling words I shall choose are "You vile slug." I'll keep it quite.
Tame.
I'll drop a C-bomb this time. Yeah.
Good stuff. And Dargon, over to you, sir.
okay. So it's a bonus action to swap weapons, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so I swap, put my warhammer on my back, pull out the scimitar, and I will go up, and
Wreathed in flame.
and then I will cast Booming Blade.
So you're going to move up to it first, I'm assuming?
Yes, right into the middle, in between Feltag and Bothrid.
Okay, you're going to block Danny's line and his line of sight, but okay.
He's high enough above these big
So
creatures.
I'm pretty
that
sure
are-
it's over my head
It's
as well.
fine. Its head is up above, it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so you step into there. Booming Blade.
Wow, 24 to hit.
That will do the job.
And so, separating out the damage dice, it will be so one of them, and so when I can find it, it's D6. Cool. And then so that is a 10 points of slashing damage, 3 points of thunder damage.
So you immediately strike with the scimitar, and there's this sound as you do cut another gash open on this creature. It begins to bleed quite this thick, black, viscous blood. The creature is now bloodied.
Jesus.
I will then action surge. and 2 straight attacks.
Okay.
They are going to be an unnatural 20 and a 13.
The 13 won't hit. The unnatural
Okay.
20 will.
So that is then 11 points of slashing damage.
11 points of slashing damage as you cut in just like next to that first gash you've opened up and hit a second one.
And that will be my turn.
Good stuff. So then the creature turns its head down now and turns its head towards Kirik. First, as it does so, needing to make a con saving throw. It's been rolling shit on these so far. That one's a bit better. That's 17.
Minus
Plus.
the 1d6.
Yes. So that's 5, so that will be 12 plus 5, back up to 17.
Oh, bugger.
Still going to succeed, I believe. Yeah, so that succeeds. It's going to take half as much damage, so it's still going to be 2d10 and halved. So that will be 17 points of damage. That will be 9 points of damage halved. As that moonbeam flares to life again and the ghostly flames just over its body. It is then, as it looks down towards you, Kirik, I need you to make me a... casting time.
Oh, fuck.
Do I have to roll to hit that?
What is it?
It's going to cast Feeble Mind.
Oh, fuck. What the fuck does that have feeble mind?
It's a worm.
I will
You take 4d6
counterspell
psychic
that,
damage.
please.
Yes, you will. Yes, you will.
Go
You don't
for
want
it.
that happening. Jesus.
Um,
Oh my god.
What? No, 10.
Oh no.
Because that is an 8th level spell.
Fucking hell. We should run away.
I think you need to roll to hit, and then I need to make an intelligence saving throw. I think that's what it is.
So it says you blast the mind of a creature that you can see within range, attempting to shatter its intellect and personality. The target takes 4d6 psychic damage and must make an intelligence saving throw. So it doesn't say I have to roll to hit.
Fuck.
No, I just take the damage. I just take the damage straight
That's
away.
what I thought, yeah. Because it is an 8th level.
8 levels, yeah.
So,
What the fuck is this doing with an 8th
Fine.
level spell?
11, 13, 18, 21 points of... what am I doing? Ignore me. That's 4d6, you moron.
Oh my god.
I will roll them again. So it's 5, 8, 9, 10, 15 points of psychic damage, and make me an intelligence saving throw, please.
You can't
That
fail your
reduces by
saving throw.
1d4.
Yes, it is.
You take 11 points of psychic damage.
Do not fail the saving throw, Kirik. I've just read the rest of the spell.
Sorry. What did you say before? What did you roll on the
11
d4?
points,
Sorry.
11 points of psychic damage. You now take.
But I've already put the pre. So what did you roll
so
on
I
the
rolled
d4?
4, add 4 on.
Cool. I'm gonna use my inspiration to get advantage on this roll.
To the best.
Yeah.
I should have given you bardic inspiration.
Why have we not got them on?
That's bad. That's bad. That's a 14.
Oh god, no. No! No! Oh
You
no!
watch as Kirik Your face goes slack. Your intelligence and charisma scores are now 1.
Oh no!
Oh, he's become a vegetable.
Fucking vegetable. No! We don't have anything to get it back either. Shit.
I do.
I know you
good
do,
luck.
but we don't. Rub it in.
Okay, so your spiritual weapon just
Oh,
dissolves.
crap.
Intelligence
Fuck.
and charisma are 1.
Down to 1, yeah.
Holy Oh, it looks beautiful. I've got intelligence -5, wisdom -5, charisma... wisdom +5, charisma -5. Oh boy. Okay.
So you are now, with that spell, you can't cast spells, activate magic items, understand language, or communicate in any intelligible way. You can, however, identify your friends, follow them, and protect them.
I'm gonna hit. Just hit stuff like. God.
Oh.
It lasts for 30 days.
Yeah, and unless we can use certain fucking spells.
I don't have any of those spells.
Yeah, I know I don't either. Oh, fuck.
Oh,
And so we
I
move
can
on.
repeat the saving throw. I can repeat the saving
In
throw
30
with a
days.
In 30 days.
-5 intelligence. Yeah, with a -5 intelligence.
Only at the end of the month, though.
Kirik, it is now your go.
I am going to
Dribble.
punch this thing that is trying to attack my friends.
Have you got any weapons?
Am I able to
'Cause
grab my
technically you can
mace
still use
at
weapons,
all?
You just can't. Yeah,
Am I able to grab
bonus
my mace?
action, grab your mace.
Grab my mace. God,
Oh,
what
bloody hell.
even is it? +5
It's a
to
fucking
hit.
cool spell, though, isn't it?
17 to hit.
17 will hit.
Hey, okay, great. 2 points of bludgeoning damage. Great. And that will be my turn.
That will be your
Oh,
turn.
fuck. Oh, no.
Shit.
Bothrid, seeing what's just happened and seeing the spell sort of disappear, is confused slightly, but immediately back to task, just spins out with the double-bladed quarterstaff. Hits. Once. Miss is, so he's going to use his bonus action to strike out again, so that's going to be 12 plus 14, 19 points of damage on this creature as he just stabs and then goes to swing again, but this time the creature just sort of slithers out of the way. Feltag is just going to swing his greatsword. Swings once. Hits with a 26. Hits again with a 19. Nice one all over the place. So that's 12 damage plus 15. So that'll be 27 points of damage. Feltag just striking, just chopping chunks out of this creature. And
I'm just going to shoot it with a bow and arrow. I don't know if I've realised what's just happened, actually, so I will just shoot it with my bow and arrow and hope for the best. With a 22 to hit,
or hit.
12 piercing damage, and another 17 sneak attack.
Whoa.
17 sneak attack damage. As you do, just and you see this arrow actually disappear into the mouth of the creature and all these tentacles, and then just out the back. as there is this. Anything else you wish to do?
No. No, there's no point giving bad consideration. No. No, alright.
Dargon.
You
Make
say
it
that.
count.
You said that. Yeah, checks and shit are free. Can I
Yep.
do a perception check to see, or whatever check to see that I saw what the hell just happened to Kirik?
You don't need to do a perception check. I will say you see as Kirik is sort of the magic weapon just disappears, and then just his face is a little bit just sort of a little bit like Bothrid's, but he just pulls out his mace and just bang.
Bothrid's more intelligent than me at the moment.
Right. Well, how do you do to my
Intelligence is pretty
friend?
fucking high.
And I will use Booming Blade again.
It's not obviously going to change the fact that your aura's already on it, but
No, but I can still do the extra 1d8 damage, yeah?
mm-hmm.
So 2 attacks, 1 with Booming Blade. So that is a... Oh, God.
Hang on. How are you doing 2 attacks? Warcasters, ignore me.
Yep. Guess me every time, but you're right. I don't have a bonus action after that. There's an unnatural 20 to hit and a 19 to hit.
Both of those hit.
So... 24 points of slashing damage, 2 points of thunder damage.
As you again just sounds out again.
That use my
Anything
bonus
else?
action. I don't want to. Oh shit. Yeah, actually,
Action surge.
no, I can't action surge. But I'm going to move around Feltag next to get round next to Kirik because I want to protect him.
That's going to take. That will cost you an attack of opportunity.
Yes, it
Invite
fucking
an
will.
Attack of opportunity. As you step over there, the creature is then going to whip out with some tentacles. You ready for this fucker?
Come on.
As long as you subtract 1d4, which probably won't make fuck all difference.
Only on the damage, remember? Oh, of all the things
Yeah.
I could have rolled. So I rolled a 2, but it has a plus 13 to hit, so that's 15 to hit.
Plus what? Fucking hell.
Fucking legend.
So that you just catch that on your shield.
Can't even use my
Fine.
reaction
You're
to fuck him up either. Because it didn't hit.
However, it's then the creature's go. Oh, interesting. Just noticed the single line on this character sheet for the creature that says magic resistance. What?
Oh, fuck.
It gets
So does that mean
advantage
it's
on this
not
saving
reduced?
throw. It would have got advantage, but because I didn't realise, it's my fault. So it is, however, going to get advantage on this saving throw against Moonbeam. So that's a 15. So that's an unnatural 20. So the unnatural 20 will take it. So he's going to take half damage. And one of these days I'll remember what this actual damage does. 2d10. Just click it. So that would have been 12. It's going to be halved to 6 damage. It is then its face having all these tentacles having followed you around, Dargon.
Yeah.
It is going to try and strike out at you again
Yeah.
with a tentacle. For a 23 to hit.
Yerp. That'll hit.
You are going to take
Oh dear.
A whooping.
Yeah. I got a
20
whooping
points
with
of
your name
bludgeoning
on it.
damage.
20.
20 points of bludgeoning damage. You are then also going to take 22 points of psychic damage.
Then I
And
was.
I need you to make me a strength saving throw.
Okay, first of all, can I use Jones' endurance as a reaction?
Yes.
Okay. So
you
that
can
was-
reduce the bludgeoning damage.
that was 20 and 22, yeah?
So you can reduce the bludgeoning damage down to whatever.
Oh, I rolled a 12, yes. So that is 16. So that's 4 bludgeoning damage. Yeah, and it was 22 psychic. Was that right?
22 psychic damage, and I need you to make me a strength saving throw, please.
I will make a strength saving throw.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, sorry, just try and keep up. So that's 80, so that's me down to there. And then... there's a strength saving throw. 22.
The tentacle wraps around you and tries to draw you in, but you just snap it and push against it, and eventually the tentacle lets go of you.
But I do have this happen. But nothing happened. That was good. That was great. Well done. Let's carry on.
Good stuff. That is its turn. Kirik.
I will strike again. 19 to hit. No.
That will hit.
No. Sorry, I believe it's 1d6. 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
7 points of bludgeoning damage.
And that's my turn.
This is weird.
Darvan, add 4 points of health back to yourself.
Cool.
Sorry, can I use my... Am I able to use my second wind ability?
Yep. Because you just can't cast spells, so you can still do anything else to protect. You can't communicate.
Yeah. I'm gonna gain back 11 points as I let the feral side completely take over, as my intelligence is not there to suppress it.
And the half-orc in Kirik starts to creep out a little bit more.
Very much so, very much so.
Bothrid then
Cool.
in a... Are you doing anything else, sorry?
No, I'm staying there.
Bothrid in a final attempt now to try and kill this creature, noticing how wounded it looks, is going to strike once, misses with a natural 1, strikes twice, misses with a 15, so just this time the creature just writhing around in fury. Feltag is going to try and hit it twice with his greatsword. Hits with a 17. Hits with an unnatural 20. The 16. 27 points of damage. And as Feltag just steps up, swings his greatsword round and just cuts into this creature. Guts, blood, gore, everything just
Hey, it worked that
bleeds
time.
out. The creature falls to the side, and as it falls to the side and dies, arcane magic just... and the creature is gone. And we are out of combat.
Oh my god.
I'm going to fall to my knees, and I'm just kind of like patting Dargon.
Kirik, you're right. You're right. That look weird. Kirik.
I'll rush over, seeing Kirik go to his knees.
Kirik can't understand language, by the way, so Kirik would know this. The rest of you have no idea.
Oh, come on. What the hell did that do to you? Ander, come and have a look. That thing did something to Kirik. Come over.
Do you understand me?
Just continues patting Dargon.
Hey, look, Andrew, he looks all right, but something's wrong. Something's real wrong.
What did he do to him?
I don't know. I just looked over and all his spells just buggered off. And he brought out his axe. His axe, his mace. He's never done that. What the hell? The hell can do that to a guy like this?
We need to get him back to the
considering
distiller.
that this creature just appeared, might we move on and figure this out later?
Yeah, you're right. Kirik, and I sort of pick you up.
Just goes limp. It's just limp on you.
I just hold you there then, because I'm pretty sure I can just hold you up. Yeah.
So you do recognise your friends. And you're able to follow them if they go anywhere.
So
you're essentially the butler from Tomb Raider.
Yeah. Don't lock me in the fridge, please.
Should we put me in the fridge?
As you said it, that was fucking brilliant. So I mean, yeah, if you do sort of hold yourself up, then Kirik, I'll be like, all right, Kirik, follow us. We're gonna try and get away from them. All right, everyone else, let's get out of here. I suggest we stay away from the forest this time.
So,
Are we
as
heading
we're out of
south,
the clear
then?
area,
What? Which way were we?
South.
What?
why south?
South, that way, away from the forest.
Oh, fine. Yeah, all right then.
But I was thinking, surely we need to head towards the guild.
Where the hell did this ship go down? Where is it? We need to get back to it as quickly as we can.
From memory, the only thing
We
south
are.
here is River's End. I think.
You know where we are?
Are we? I don't know. We're in a field, Ander.
Yeah, but I mean, if the Failure Forest is in front of us and we go south, we're going to head down towards, away from the Montmaster's Guild. Surely, can I look up at the sun, see if I can get my bearings?
Roll me a charisma check, please.
Charisma. I want to make a joke about Kirik being quiet, but I can't.
18.
18. You feel that connection spark in you again. And time is short. You must run. Southwest. Safety you will find that way.
Jesus.
Okay. Hang on, guys. I've got a message. Hang on.
Hang on. Trying to get a signal. Hang on. Where is it?
I'm just patting you, patting you like on the face.
moment.
At this point, I'll
Kirik,
I'll have put my hand on your shoulder, Kirik, and just like make sure that I know where you are.
Yeah, trust me. We must go southwest. My spirit guide has told me that is where safety lies.
Fine. Look,
Southwest it is.
screw stealth. Let's go. Quick.
Run. Yes.
Let's go.
Okay, so you begin bombing it southwest.
Luckily, there's no windows around here for Kirik to get distracted and lick.
Okay. So you run for a while, and eventually, after about half an hour, your pace slows, and it becomes a fast walk. And then another hour passes, and you sort of slow down a bit. Nothing seems to be following you anymore. And in fact, after another couple of hours of walking, you find a road. The road leading away to the right or to the left. Which way would you like to go?
Okay, if we suddenly come up against a road, I'd like to bring out the map, which I know we brought with us in the bag of holding.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll pick that out and be like, alright, guys, this is the first thing we've come across as civilization. Where do you think we are? And I will bring it up.
Can we see the river, Esamir?
From where you are, looking at my own map. No.
Kirik looks really fucking confused at this thing that was just pulled out. Like, what the hell is that? Like, what?
It's alright, Kirik. We'll laugh about this later, okay? Just relax. What is, so we went south, west or east?
West.
West.
Southwest.
We went southwest, so
We're assuming we were there.
if we got to a road, like proper orienteering then, if we were anywhere up here, we wouldn't have reached a road if you went southwest.
Yeah.
So we've got to have reached it there somewhere. So the only god. Is there anything else? Can we see any sort of civilization apart from this road? Can we see the bridge? Anything?
Bear with me just a second.
Push.
Because if not, we go right. We've
We are
gone
at a literal
southwest,
crossroads.
and we basically go right, and we will hit River's End.
Could your owl friend scout ahead?
Assuming this is Phaliad, and I have no idea if it can
As
scout ahead.
you now you're approaching the road, you do actually see the sea and coastline out ahead of you.
Okay, but nothing else. Fine. Right. If I read the map right, guys, we've got to go right. That will be towards civilization. Left will be back into the forest. We've got to go right. We'll find River's End.
I have no reason to doubt you.
Good, because I
Let's
don't believe
go.
myself. Let's go.
Onward
Kirik,
then.
Kirik, follow us. Come on. Come on.
Here, boy.
You
And even
motherfuckers.
Bofford at this point just
I've
literally
just got like a biscuit.
boffing it back to sort of
It's all right. You won't. Well, hopefully you won't remember. But come on, Kirik. Right.
So you all make your way and you travel another couple of hours. So where were we? So that will be after about 2.5 hours of just walking at a reasonable pace. As the road begins to bend round and you can now see a city in the distance beginning to climb up, you look to your left and see what looks like some sort of broken down old manor house of sorts. Nobody around it.
Before the
And
city.
you continue toward before the city. You continue towards the city, and as you now approach, a number of elven guards rush up towards you, probably 10 or 15 in total. Arrows knocked, swords drawn. Halt!
Hail,
What business do you have in River's End?
we mean no harm. We are merely travellers. We got lost on our way home. We have an injured party member, and we are just trying to recover. We are from the Malt Masters, and I'll show the guild, show the whatever it's called, and that's the one. We honestly we mean no harm.
We care not for the Malt Masters. You say you have an injured party, though.
Yeah, I mean, our friend Kirik, he's not himself at all. We were in a fight next to the forest, and something got to him. He doesn't know where he is. He's weird. He's not talking to us. We need help.
Phaliad.
We were merely passing, and we got ambushed as we went past.
Not sure I trust you. Your mate just looks stupid. And if you've come from Phaliad, nothing good comes from Phaliad.
We were merely passing. We were not from Phaliad at all. Like we said, we're from the Malt Masters. I know you don't care about them, but that's where we're from. We were simply passing it. Please.
Mind your tone. The captain will see to this. Cuff 'em, boys.
Whoa. Before we hastily do something we'll regret, I'll have you find that I am a rightful landowner in this place. You shall treat me with respect. I'll say all this in Elvish.
And they repeat in Elvish, or they respond in Elvish. What evidence do you present to be a landowner? Not seen you here before.
One moment. I'll rummage in my bag, pull out. Hopefully, it's not that fucking dilapidated manor house, but it's the deeds to the land.
And he takes it, looks at you, looks down. Land, then, yeah? Very well. Excuse me. The captain will still want a word. Your Goliath friend, he's going to have to keep his mouth shut unless he wants his tongue cut out. Said in Elvish, you don't get this.
Understood.
Follow
And I
me.
was tempted to Dagon and be like, fucking calm it down, simmer down.
I'm gonna be like, what? I think that's real. What? What are you about?
Cool. And they turn and lead you. As you now look, there are these very majestic elven walls and these tall spires made out of what looks like very teal-like green bark somehow. Very, very elegant, very elven. And they lead you towards this metal gate, which as they approach opens, and you enter into the city of Riversend, and that is where we will leave tonight's session.
Oh god.
Bloody hell.
So, that was fun. Rather unexpected. Catch us on More Magic and More for a little bit of an explanation about how that all went down. But thank you very, very, very much for watching us. Thank you to all our regulars who watch us every week. We truly, truly, truly love you and appreciate all your support. Thank you again to Achilles for that amazing score that he's done for us, which hopefully you'll hear again in just a second. And thank you to all the tools and organisations that have helped us tonight with our show. So thank you to Hero Forge, thank you to Tabletop Audio, thank you to Roll20, thank you to Incarnate, thank you to Twitch, I suppose we should say, because that is the platform that we are streaming on. So thank you for them for making this possible. Please do check out our podcast and catch the earlier episodes. Go back and revisit some episodes while you're going about any day-to-day tasks, while you're driving around. Not that we can drive very far at the minute. But if you want to just listen to us, then please check out the podcast. Please go check out the website. And of course, you've heard the sound effects tonight. If you want to get some sound effects for your own game, please go and give BattleBards a look. Go look on their site, go search through the sound effects. There are loads, and there are some amazing ones. If you don't want to purchase some, or you want to register, please do use the code MaltMagic. That will get you a nice little discount off those sound effects, and you can enjoy them in your game. I have been Meadows Bell, your Dungeon Master for tonight. We have been the Malt and Magic crew. Thoroughly enjoyed entertaining me once again. We will see you next week.
Bye.